Give me a moment. There we go. Now I'm recording. So good. With ADJPY, we had a massive breakout to the upside. In my opinion, it was a little too high. I personally just left it alone, didn't watch it anymore. When the market came back, we did have a reaction, and not just a reaction, a big enough reaction to get ourselves maybe a 1 on 3 out of this, or at least a break even. But in my opinion, the moment I saw like that the market was breaking the other structure, like these highs here, I wasn't really interested anymore to react on the previous price trap. Like you guys know, I always every single morning I do the same thing. So every single morning I basically delete everything I have on my charts and I start making new price traps. So the next morning I was just deleting this and I was like, okay, let's just move on to the next price trap, to the next movements, and leave this one alone. Okay, so good. If this is not clear or you have any questions about that, don't hesitate to ask them. All right, I'm always here to help you guys as good as possible. Next one, ADUSD. Like you can see, if we take a look, our morning session was happening on this candle. The next candle we already had the breakout. All right, we broke out 2 times after each other, and we got our price action 2 times after each other. So we had the engulfing here, 30-minute time frame, same exact thing. Morning star, engulfing candle, 15-minute time frame, same thing, engulfing candle, engulfing candle. So we had so many opportunities here to react on every single time frame. If you just wanted to wait for the 1 hour candle closure, you could do that. You could wait for that, look into a reaction. I think, yeah, I knew it. It was a very small stop loss on that one. Personally, I went for 6 pips. Like you can see, the market just took off for around 45 pips. So a 1 on 3, even 1 on 5 was possible on this beautiful idea. After that, market started turning around, and now we are still consolidating, so we are not really doing anything with ADUSD. But we did have a good opportunity here on this run here. Okay, good. Then Canadian JPY, sadly between spread hour. Let me check. Oof, good one. GA. Yeah, easy price action again. Engulfing candles, engulfing candles. Yeah, sadly enough, in spread hour, yeah, happens. I personally really don't like spread hour. Such an irritating thing. Let me say it like that. Good. Canadian JPY, we broke out to the upside. A little bit the same thing. We went very high like 80 JPY. There's one difference why I would still react on Canadian JPY and not on 80 JPY. We did not break new structure, all right? With 80 JPY, we got this move also. And that was the moment I was like, okay, this market is moving way too far away for me. I'm personally just staying away and deleting everything. With Canadian JPY, that was not the case. Market came back, came for the retest, gave us the engulfing candles, gave us the morning stars, 30-minute time frame, same thing. Morning star here, 50-minute time frame. If you see this deepest point, we see this engulfing candle also. So if you waited for the 30-minute morning star here, you could find yourself a reaction. If you do not know how you can do that with the candlestick patterns, it's pretty simple. You can just put your fib on that, and then the closest fib is 62 or 38, one of the two. You can put your entry, 15 pip stop, something like that. But like you can see, the market only went for 17 pips in profit. And then I think this was probably a news event that pushed price lower, took out a lot of liquidity to then follow up the upside movement. Okay, happens. So this was basically just a stop loss. If you reacted here, we had some good price action, engulfing candles, 30-minute, 15-minute, also engulfing candle, 1 hour rejecting massively. But there's one thing, yeah, we were attacking previous structure, so I personally rather stay away than trying to catch that falling knife. Okay. Then we have GJ, a little bit same thing like we had on AD/USD. Market broke out, came back for the retest, engulfing candle in a 1 hour time frame, 30-minute time frame gave us the engulfing candle, 15-minute time frame, exact same thing, engulfing candle was printed. If you waited for that 1 hour candle, pretty simple. You can just put your entry here. It was a 25 pips, stop, something like that. And the market went for 108 pips, something like that, in profit. So a 1 on 3 was definitely possible on GJ. At this point, personally, what I'm looking for GJ, I'm saying this because I'm running this one. We had this breakout retest to the upside, right? So this is what I'm running. Take profit was already hit, but now I'm still running it. I am in GJ right now. What are you doing with GJ? Also buy? Yeah, of course, of course. Very easy setup in my opinion. Very clean. Even 4 hour time frame. Look at that structure. Look at that beautiful breakout retest. It cannot be more beautiful than this, right? It's just yeah, easy. Amazing. Amazing. You're reacting on this one here, this breakout retest. For me, it was the previous one. Yes, sir. All right, all right. Amazing, amazing. Good. Then we have GU. Nasty, nasty chart. Our session was around this area. Market broke out, came back for the retest. Look at his price action. 1 hour evening star, 30-minute time frame engulfing candle, 15-minute time frame, pretty simple. Also engulfing slash morning star. Okay, so even if you just went for the 1 hour with this evening star, you would have been around 12 to 15 pips top. Market went for 32 pips in profit and then turned around. So in my opinion, this is 100% the break even. Depends a little bit on how you work with your stop losses and so on and so forth. Okay. We got the breakout retest to the upside and I was watching it until we saw that messy candle and the market going sideways. That was the moment I was like, okay, let's just leave it and move on to the next one. UCAT. Let me check. Ah, yeah, I remember this one. Also a pretty small one, but also a good one. Broke out, came back for the retest, engulfing candle in the 1 hour, 30-minute time frame, also engulfing candle, 15-minute time frame, exactly the same thing. We have the evening star. Mostly of the time, I'm personally always waiting for a 30-minute or a 1 hour confirmation of my 15-minute candles before I really react. Okay. So what have we seen? The market created like an 8 pip stop, and then we got just 24 pips out of the market, which is a 1-on-3 risk to reward to then turn around and do some other things here. Okay, so this was for you, Kat. If you failed this action here, you should take some time and look at price action because you cannot get it cleaner than what happened here. Okay, so make sure you really know your candlestick patterns and how the market reacts on certain zones and movements. Good. Then we have UJ. A little bit the same story like we had with Canadian JPY. We first got our rejection. We got our price action with tweezer bottoms, with engulfing candles, with evening stars, everything in place around this area. Here we did have a bit of a more run, like around 45 pips. So a break even was definitely possible there. But that 1 hour, yeah, there was some news on the JPYs. I'm not sure what it was. I can't remember. Friday at 1, which the spike also came like Canadian JPY to then follow up the movement to the upside. But yeah, a break even, in my opinion, was definitely possible in this price action point. When you react on a 30-minute candle confirmation, do you wait for the 1 hour candle close too? Yeah, wait, not really waiting, but I'm checking it, you know. So if we don't have a 1 hour candle close yet, and you're reacting on 30-minute, which means you're reacting on the first part of your 1 hour candle, I'm gonna check the 30-minute, of course, the next 30-minute when the 1 hour candle closed. If it doesn't fit my price action and I see that the market has turned around, there are some times I'm just closing out and just stepping away. But mostly of the time, and you will see that if the engulfing on the 1 hour is printed, it falls beautifully together with that 30-minute. You know, you will see that a lot of times. But I'm not really waiting on that. You know, I just react and I keep an eye out on what the market is showing me. Good. Next thing, gold. Like you can see, gold also broke out massively to the upside. Same thing. I wasn't really interested anymore in gold after that massive breakout. But like you can see, we did react pretty strong on that resistance zone, right? Market reacted, rejection on that 1 hour time frame, 30-minute time frame. Nah, that's not clean. That's not clean. 15-minute did give us an engulfing candle, but I personally don't like what I'm seeing here. It was a beautiful breakout retest to the downside though. That's one I gave out on Friday morning, I think. I'm not 100% sure. But Friday morning, I was definitely looking to sell gold because of that breakout retest to the downside. Good. That's it. These are the price swaps from last week. We're gonna go through the charts and take a look what kind of price swaps we have for today. If you have any pairs, let me know in the chat box. Always nice. Let me check. Let me check. What do we have for news? We did have a CPI news coming in on the pound this morning at 8. We do have some FOMC meeting minutes. Not gonna. I'm not expecting too much from this. What I'm really paying attention at is tomorrow. Tomorrow at 2:30, NFP is planned on Forex Factory. So I'm not sure if it's coming. I'm not sure if it's really there. But just be aware that Forex Factory is giving us the NFP from last month, all right? Because we didn't have any numbers because the government shutdown. We are seeing now all these numbers coming out. But of course, this is already calculated in charts that I don't expect too much of a movement on that. For Friday, I want to warn you because there's a lot of euro and pound news that is coming in the before midday. You see a lot of different pound and euro news, so please be aware of that. Be careful. And for next week, let me check. We have the core PPI coming, the CPI on AUD, NZD official cash rate. Whew, these are nice. Why do I say nice? Because there's a lot of volume in the charts. I do like it when we don't have a lot of news, but I also like it when we have a lot of news because a lot of volume will be kicked in the market. Okay, and that's something I do like to see. All right. So that's for the news. Let's check. Are you guys checking some pairs? Are you guys looking at?
Anthony, you're frozen.
Excuse me? Looks like I'm frozen or something. This is not good. This is not good. Let me check. Let me check. Kicked out. There we
Yeah,
go.
the bad weather kick out.
Maybe. All right, good. Let's check the prices for today. I'm not sure what did you guys hear? Did you guys see me going over the news? What was the last thing you guys saw me doing?
The news was the last thing.
Okay. Well, that's good because I just wanted to start making some new price traps for today. The very
Okay.
first one, 80 Canadian. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Amazing. All right, so that's the very first one. I got distracted for a moment. No, I don't think so. I don't think this is in the recording. I will have to check, but I don't think so. How cute is that? Amazing. Love it. Alrighty, so that's 80 Canadian, very first one. Let me check. It's yours, right? Yeah. Congratulations, bro. It's beautiful. Lovely to see. CHF-JPY was definitely a pair I gave out yesterday for the breakout retest. Maybe to the downside, and it happened. But to be honest, this is more of the move I would be looking for. So let's see how the market will react further on this day. Boom, 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 boom. You know what they say, right? Learn it from a young age. That's perfect. Already behind the charts. Boom, boom, boom. Nah, we don't have a lot. Yeah. Let's see how Euro USD will hold this level. If we can hold, if we can have some good price action, I would definitely look into selling this one. We are going up for a long time, so maybe it's time for a good retracement. We shall see. There we go. This was the breakout retest from the GA that you sent it out before. G Chef. Yeah, maybe. I hope I can upload the recording in two parts. but I don't think so. I think I have to do it separately, but that's no problem, of course. There we go.
If you have Windows, then probably you have Clipchamp on your computer, and then you can put the two recordings in one.
Ah, okay. Clip what? Clip champ?
Clipchamp, yeah, it's on Windows.
Like this? No?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Oh,
It's
okay, okay. Nice.
a purple folder icon or something.
All right, amazing. Let me copy this. Copy, put it here in my Telegram so I can go check that. There we go. I do like the structure also on GJ. Um, we are at some very high daily levels, so we gotta pay attention with the buys. There's a very high chance that the market will just sweep up the highs to then maybe start making a retracement here. But I do like the structure. So let's see how we will play out on this one. This is AUDJPY. Let me check. Yeah, of course, the breakout retest. I didn't do anything with it anymore because we are basically like consolidating. It's good that you are buying the lower part of the consolidation. That's already a good point. But I personally rather stay away from a chart like this. Then I have these charts I really like way more because we are trending. But a nice reaction, definitely. Du, du, du. NZD Canadian, yeah, this can be also an interesting possibility is that it's already gone, but we shall see. Maybe we will have another opportunity there. We are already approaching also the end of the year. I know it's early to say it, but it is what it is. And you know that the charts. I personally don't stop trading. I'm still trading. Yeah, AUD and ZD, you can trap this big one. But I'd rather stay away from it. Um, but yeah, it's the end of the year, so expect a little bit slower charts. Not right now. This month will be okay, but the next month will be a little bit slower, maybe some less structure. Just know that. I personally don't stop because from the at this point 8 years that I'm trading, let's say 4 years, 5 years seriously, um, December was almost like 80% of the time my best month. So that's why I don't stop. Yeah, indeed. I'm running GJ, like I said in the beginning. Oof, there's some reaction here. Um, but on the previous breakout retest. So this was the breakout retest I was looking for. Now, of course, you also had a breakout retest here. Let's see, because the thing is that we have a lot of daily highs here. This is a daily swing high, and a daily swing high is always pretty strong. That the market, the chances that the market will react on this area is very high. So that's why I really want to say to you guys, be careful with GJ for the buys because we can go higher, of course. The highest point is like almost, what is it, 60 to 70 pips, almost 100 pips from where we are right now. So we still have room, but just be aware. I think that will be it. NZDCHF, looking at it. NZD Canadian, no? It was NZDCHF. Excuse me. I said NZD Canadian before. That's not the correct one. I do like NZD USD also for The sell, maybe. Nah, you're gonna stay away from it. That will be it. UJ was a beautiful entry also, but yeah, like you can see, we missed that. I'm not gonna chase these kind of trades. If it's gone, it's gone. Okay. All right, I'm gonna leave it with this. So we have 80 Canadian waiting for a retest, maybe some price action coming in the next coming hours. I would love to see the market get back to this. That would be great. AUD/USD still in between the zones, so that's waiting for the breakout. CHF JPY is also back for the retest. Let's see if we can create some price action here. We are in a perfect zone for that, so please be aware. This can be for in 30, 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours. Just keep an eye out for it. And then we have Euro USD who did something interesting here. We are basically, did we fill up? No, we didn't fill up completely, but we did fill up on 30 and the 1 hour. So let me check what kind of zone we are at. We do have room to the downside. This could be an entry right now. If we really follow the rules, it would be like this. Yeah, of course. Market is there. Stop loss. Let me check where that 30 pip target zone is. Yeah, I do like it. I do like this one. Very tight stop loss, but in my opinion, if it goes above that, it's breaking structure. So why should we take a higher stop? I do like this one. It's nice to have a good example, live example here. Let's see how it plays out. You can go market execution, and then you will have a little bit more room. 10 pips. I just go for the 10 pip. It's exactly on the wick of, or almost exactly on the wick. I know it's tight, but in my opinion, if it breaks, we are breaking the structure, so we could go higher from that point on. So yeah. Euro USD is also a good pair when it comes down to spread, so doesn't really matter. Let me check the 5 minute. Ooh, okay, okay. It is taking, or it is going, or it took, excuse me, the inverted imbalance that is setting. Oh, not yet, not yet. This could be an area where the market could go back to. We shall see. All right, good. So that's for Euro USD. I immediately saw the massive rejection, so I had to check it. G Chef waiting for the retest. GJ in the zone, so waiting for the breakout. And here ends the CHF. Yeah, we are basically also creating some price action here. Morningstar engulfing, 1 hour time frame also engulfing. What does the 5 minute say? Yeah, it's looking pretty good, to be honest. Okay, we got two like this. There we go. Stop below. No, I would go for 8. Know that there is a possibility the market will go lower, right? We still have this here, okay? So don't look weird, or don't be like, oh damn it. Just calm down, relax, and wait for the next move. There we go. We shall see. 8 pip stop, 24 pip take profit. It's a long time ago we had some live examples. Like you guys know, I'm not giving any financial advice. I'm just showing you now live how I would be checking the charts and how I would be analyzing them. I do like the 5 minute time frame to open that and to see if market is breaking structure. Like you can see, last structure point is broken, so that's good. 15 engulfing, 30-minute Morningstar, and 1 hour also engulfing. So in my opinion, this is looking good. And we just need to get to the highs for a take profit 1, so that's also good. There we go. There we go. All right, that's it. Good. I have 10 minutes left. Perfect. So I can go and give you guys a quick review of the crypto charts because we have some interesting things. I was talking about the weekly time frame. Of course, the weekly time frame is always important, so that's the first thing I start with. And we ended up bearish like crazy. Okay. Am I too worried about it? Well, not really, but I am paying attention right now. Why? Because this is the first sign, in my opinion, that the market is kind of breaking structure. Okay, if you follow what the market has been done, low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So now we are breaking through that. We already saw it coming because of the daily time frame. We were creating what? Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. So if you can, yeah, just give me a second here. I would be saying exactly the same thing, to be honest. I told you guys last week, this liquidity, there is a very high chance the market will take out this liquidity, and it happened. Okay, we are below it, and even this high, it's not retested yet, so it's still possible. But of course, Bitcoin is Bitcoin, so I wouldn't be too sure about this zone. But we are at very interesting levels, in my opinion, if it comes down to Bitcoin. So if we take a look at the weekly, what we basically see is a breakout and a retest. That retest is now coming back to the last push to the downside before the breakout, which is always a strong zone to look at. Okay, so that's why I'm still positive. But we gotta pay attention and we gotta be aware, guys, that we are breaking this low here. And okay, this is the swing low, this is the swing high. But just know that this is like a first sign, in my opinion, that we just need to be aware that we do have some strong bears in this market. Okay, what's positive? Let me delete this because we don't need this anymore. At this point, what kind of sentiment are we right now? Can you let me know? Do you guys know what kind of sentiment are we right now? This is a zone we gotta pay attention at when the market gets back. Okay, fear, and not just fear. Not just fear. We are in extreme fear. All right, and blood is on the streets. Indeed, indeed. And look how interesting. The last time we went in this area of fear, look where the market was. It was at 76,000. Let's go to the charts. This was right over here. This was right over a breakout retest of the weekly time frame. 7 April. 76,000. So right now we are back in extreme fear, but look at the pattern. Breakout, retest. We just missed out on the highs. That's why I say, like, don't trust Bitcoin too much on this. If it's gonna take the zone, yes or no, I don't know. We shall see. But we are in exactly the same position, in my opinion. Yeah, I know. This indicate. Yeah, I know. Because there's also there's a way more bigger or higher amount of people that do know technicals, that do know how to look at charts, which is indeed. But I wanted to show you, like the last time this chart showed us extreme fear, this was just a retest on the weekly time frame. Okay, so yeah, this, in my opinion, is just a good sign here. Let's see how it will develop during the upcoming days/weeks. So I personally expect this, you know. Then we gotta pay attention what will happen right over here. And if we kind of see price action reacting and kind of see the market pushing lower, if we did not take out this zone here, I think we can still go back there. Okay, but we cannot go lower than that, in my opinion. Yeah, and if we are in extreme fear right now, what are we then when it drops to 60K, for example? Yeah, we will be even more fear. To be honest, yeah, we will be 10, something like that, maybe. We shall see. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure. At this point we are 16, but I don't really look at the numbers. I just look at the graph. I just look at where are we right now? Are we in fear? Are we in greed? That's like really what I'm more focused on. So it will stay extreme fear. So for example, if the market does decide to go to the weekly lows here, so below 74, there will be still extreme fear. All right, extreme fear can hold on for a long time, believe me. But we shall see how the market will react from where we are right now. So I'm more focused on structure, like you guys know. I'm not really that kind of guy who loves to use indicators that much. I will always be following up on structure. Ethereum is holding the level. Ethereum is here at the demand zone, which is pretty good. We could go a little lower, but this is always a strong zone. If you see a massive push to the upside and you see a little pause in between it, that's always a strong zone. So that's one to look out for. So same thing. Let's see what the market does when we come back to supply zones. Do we react to the downside? Can we get back to here, or do we break our retest to the upside? Okay, so that's a big question for the upcoming days. If we take a look at the Ethereum dominance against Bitcoin, we are still at that zone. I showed this zone for a long time. I'm personally really positive about this one. So if you know how to work with it, that's beautiful. If you don't, make sure to do some research or send me. I can help you with that. And Solana, exactly the same thing. We didn't really have bullish structure here. If you take a look at Ethereum, Bitcoin, we do have a lot of bullish structure, but we are at some good demand zones here to see the market react. Okay, and that will be it for today. I gotta be a little bit faster right now. There we go. We are on some good profits for Euro USD. NZD is pushing lower, but that's no problem. Like I said, we do still have this zone lower. Okay. Even the 4 hour. Oh no. Okay. We shall see. We shall see. Okay. This is definitely or probably going to stop loss, but that's no problem because here Euro USD is reacting pretty strong, which is amazing. Beautiful. Good. We shall see how they play out. Of course, we will do a review like every single week next week. I will go over all the price traps. I will go over the crypto. And I'm very curious how the crypto will develop in the upcoming weeks because we are in some interesting times. No, the end of the year is always interesting for crypto. We gotta pay attention because we are breaking some bearish structure, but in my opinion, we are not done yet. Okay, you can talk about the 4 hour cycle, blah blah blah. But in my opinion, that 4 hour cycle isn't there anymore. But we shall see. We shall see how it will develop. Okay. So thank you all for being here. I wish you all a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. We see each other back next week, of course, 8:30 a.m. for another price trap session. And yeah, if you're interested in joining a community who are learning and growing every single day around forex, around crypto, around personal development, send me a message, shoot me a message. Since a very short time, I'm back in the industry. Let me say it like that. I'm back here to really impact a lot of people, and I'm ready for that. So if you are here and you're like, yeah, I'm in for a community like that. I want to grow. I want to make sure I'm with the wave. Make sure to send me a message so I can plug you in. Okay. So thank you all, and hopefully indeed with big profits. See you all next week. Ciao ciao.